Hello, everyone, and how are you doing today? Today is a good day. We are starting our new province over here on the World of Otium. We are at Talonwood. This is going to be a province based upon trees. We're going to try and go a little bit more broad theme this time. We've got a couple of great ideas going, a couple of ideas starting up. I'm not going to spoil anything. I am sort of standing here in front of our palette that we're going to be using. See that concrete in the background there? We got a lot of wood, a little bit of stone. Very similar palette to what we've used over at Enderwood, but I think we're going to try and mix this up significantly differently. And I think we're going to have a lot of good builds around here. A little bit of creativity really going to be poking through, I hope. I've got a great idea for what I'm going to do for my first build. Kind of a bigger build. Not going to sure if I'm going to get it done in one episode or if this is going to take a couple. But we are going to take a stab at it, and we're going to do some building today and sort of map out what we're doing. So I don't want to spoil anything. Just show you the basic palette that we've got here. I'm going to head over to where I've got my build all marked out and where I'm going to start up. I'm going to lay a few things down, get ready to go. And I will be back with you here in just a bit. All right, and welcome back. So this is where we're at. We are going to put ourselves up just on the coastline here. Kind of have ourselves a little bit of a, I wouldn't call it an island, but it is going to become one. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to terraform this right over here, and this is going to basically become an island. This river right in here is gonna come over this direction, and we're gonna have a basically this hill and this hill are still gonna stay the same, but I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and get this sort of isolated as part of an island. And then I'm gonna be doing our building up here. So the whole point of this province is to be based on trees. Now, what does that mean? It could mean a whole bunch of different things. One of them could be that we're going to be doing houses and trees and such, which I think is a great idea. I may, one of my later builds may be that one. That's not what I'm going to do to begin with. So what am I going to do to begin with? Well, what I want to do is a little bigger than what I would normally do on this kind of a build. So what I am going to do is I don't want to spoil it. And I also don't want to let you guys in too early in on the secret. But basically what I'm going to do is I am going to take the theme that we're going on, and I'm going to run it to the maximum limit. So what I want to do is I need to clean up this little island and do this this work down over here I was talking about. I really want to get this island shaped and figure out exactly how big it's going to be here before I do anything else. And I almost jumped off there. And I think that's going to be one of the more important parts of this build, is knowing the size I'm going to have for this island. And then I'm recording this a little bit earlier. And one of the things I'm going to need is I'm going to need a ton of spruce. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to head back to our village after I get some of this terraforming done. I need to go grab some materials and the such. And I'm gonna get a bunch of oak, probably a couple shulker boxes full of oak logs, because that's gonna be my primary or not oak, spruce. I'm actually gonna use spruce for this. Oops, I missed. Is gonna be my primary log of choice for this build. Is gonna be spruce logs. I'm gonna also intermix in some dark oak and some oak. As well as some birch. Believe it or not, I have an idea how I'm going to work some birch in. And basically, I'm going to use as many logs as I can and as many different kinds of wood as I can on this build. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bridge, basically. And this bridge is going to be, we're going to have sort of like a temple in here. And I think it's going to be down. Yeah, we're going to knock it. Let me make sure I want to do. Yeah. We want to do it down to this level over here, because what we're going to do, we're going to tear all of this away. And we're going to make a bridge that goes... Fill of dirt. Get out of this. And we're going to have a bridge that goes down, and it's going to... Right over there is where our bridge is going to end. So we're going to take over a little bit of that spot right over there. And that's where our bridge is going to end up at. I'm going to move it over here. No, I'm just looking at that. That'd be a nice spot too. Somewhere right in here, maybe. Maybe we may even want to do it over here. So I got to get this thing. Like I said, terraforming this area is going to be the first step. I know what level I want to do this at. I have a lot of ideas on this one. I hope I can get this done in one episode. But I might be biting off more than I can chew. You know, that happens. Let me get to terraform this out and go and pick up some resources. So I'm gonna do some work, and then I will bring you back after I get a little more few things laid out and where we want things. I will see you here after the cut. All right, welcome back. So we are making some progress. We are over here. I'm not gonna let you in on what we're gonna be doing. So what I am doing for this first build is I am going to make a tree. Kind of interesting that we got 3 builds going. You can see over there. Yeah, I have Optifine. You can see right over there. There's our beginning of our central tree, and got here. But let's got another one. Going in just a little bit off to the side over. Can't quite yet. You can kind of see it right over there. Another one going over there. These bigger custom large scale trees. So my tree is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be the size of the tree. But I don't have to worry about falling because I'm not going to make this thing go up. Do get all the way around here. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So remember we're talking about a bridge, right? Quick. Knock them down. I've been blown up here, blown off of a tower I've been building by a creeper once. I don't want to do it again. So we're going to build a tree here, basically. And what this tree is going to be sort of an area of worship, sort of a ritual area, something along those lines. And it's not going to be stone. We're going to build it out of spruce. But what we're going to do, and the reason why we're building it the way that we are, is that this is just the inside of it. I'm using this just to get the shape and the size of it. And then we're going to build spruce right in on the outside of these with spruce logs and build it up. What's actually happened is that this particular tree has fallen over and broken. And it's going to fall over and break. And it's going to hit and land right over there. And then roll down a little bit into there. So we're going to have a bridge that goes to here. That is the actual trunk of the tree resting up there and laying across, kind of resting on this hill over here, and we're going to extend it over to at least over to here. Maybe a little longer. But we're going to take some of these trees, we're going to knock them down. We're going to rough up the area a little bit. It didn't just happen, that's for sure. It happened a while ago. But it's definitely one of those kind of things that we want to sort of adjust the look and feel of the tree. And what we'll do is we'll have this whole as a tree. There'll be there'll be at least one branch that we're going to have hanging down towards this. I sort of cleaned up this a little bit. We're going to have one one branch hanging down a little bit. We're going to have leaves hanging off the side of it and some vines. I'll definitely rough up this area, knock down these trees, have some splintered logs in and around over here. Sort of see the damage when this big tree fell. And then replant some things to sort of show some growth coming back to the area. But we're going to make sort of an area of worship, I guess, is the best description up there. And this is going to go up probably, let's see, what do we got? 2, 7, another 4 or 5 blocks up. And then it's going to have a little peak. You know how have you ever seen a tree break? Sometimes all the bark doesn't break clean like you would cut it off. So we're going to have a little part of it sticking up that is going to be a little more organic, like right up in here, that is where the bark on the backside is stayed and some of the interior wood is flayed off. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use a lot of stone just to get our shape in, and then not worry about filling it all in with spruce or anything other wood. We're going to use that just on the outside and then sort of shape it so that we get exactly what we want and pretty much have a hollow structure. Then we'll be able to do other things with it if we want to as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep building this up and make some progress. And then once I'm done, I'll bring you back and show you what I got. All right, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. It was a fun one to do. We got basically our stump here ready to go, but it's kind of boring. But that's okay. We're going to be working on that. This is definitely going to be a little bit more than just a one episode project. But we're going to get the most of this out of this as we can. So this is going to be the height of it, and this is going to get filled in. I put a ladder over here just to be able to make myself a little easier to get up and down on. Stab at what we're going to do next here. I need to get me some oak. Let's see. Oak wood. All right. All right. So, let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to go up and we're going to make the majority of our stump up here. Again, like I said, this is going to be basically a hollow feature. But next we're going to be coming up here and we're going to making a bunch of do we want to make this out of oak or do we want to make this out of birch plant? Because what I'm going to do is I am going to put in some growth rings in the middle of this with the other color. And growth rings are often darker. What I want to do is actually make a bunch of birch slabs. And then, oh no! That, okay. Really probably didn't need the dirt. All right, let's get back up here. So what we're gonna do is we've got a bunch of different things that we have to get done on. Except is we're gonna be making right here. Well, I think I do want to. On a level into right here. I definitely do want to have this sort of ring around the outside of it for sure. No. No. That far. One of those days. Much stuff in the inventory. All right. Leave that down there. All right, I got all my stuff. That ladder. All right, so let me get to going on this part of it here. Get this put in. I'll show you the top of it, and we'll see where we're at as far as for time on this episode, because I actually am running kind of short on time. And depending upon where we're at, we may end up calling it already. Really kind of sad because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I really want to get this done. I'm kind of excited to you guys all say about how this comes together and so forth. So let me make a cut and I'll be back with you. Yeah. All right, welcome back. So made a little bit of progress over here. Got our rings in there. I think that birch, the oak centers really looks good. But it's so symmetrical, and it's gonna drive me nuts. So I got some more work to do, but the thing with it is that I've actually done quite a bit of work on this particular video. So I'm actually gonna call this video here, and I'm gonna do a little more work. And you know what? I'm thinking that if I can get some time in there, I may have to put in an extra special an extra episode in this week on the server here, because, well, I'm really kind of excited about this. I'm really liking how this is coming together. I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm really enjoying this. So as always, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Go ahead and leave me comments down below. As always, you can find me at A Wandering Nerd on Twitter. And if you liked this episode and want to see more content like this, please definitely subscribe. But that's what we've got for today. Welcome to the new province of Talonwood. And until next time, Wandering Nerd.